Hope you brought your wetsuit and your flippers. We're underwater at the Atlantis. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. Alexander Usyk. He's 6'3" with a 78-inch reach.
And they'll be facing Antonio Tarver.
Alexander Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion and heavyweight champion of the...
And up against them, it's Antonio Tarver. You're looking at the Magic Man, one of the best to ever do it, a multi-time light heavyweight world champion.
They have waited for this fight for so long, Todd. This is ridiculous.
This bout is scheduled for 8.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings. So our capacity crowd here. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Now going to get a little more loosey-goosey. Let's see how this one feels. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Just see the nerves on a fight stepping into the ring, Todd. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
And counter punching. Nice counter shot. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
They have no respect for each other's punching power. You'd like to see more jabs. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
To beat a counter-puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance. On to the second round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Misses with the straight left. There's a counter shot. Do you believe what we are seeing? The perfect counter lands. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
They block the hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Punch, counter punch. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that. And there's the bell for round 3. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
We wanted action, and they are delivering. There's a counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. Those counter punches have to hurt. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Good counter punch. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He missed with that jab. Good counter punch. He threw a punch and just got countered. The perfect counter lands. Good counter punch. Blocks the left uppercut. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. As bad as boxing. On to the fourth we go. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What do you see?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
I've got to see that again.
Got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Punch, counter punch. Throws the jab, but does not score. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. 10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. The corner. Time for the fifth round. Gotta be feeling confident heading into this round after knocking their opponent down twice.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Missing with that jab. He threw a punch and just got countered. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Quick punch scores. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they just have the quick burst, boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
I need you to focus on what you're doing. Good work. Don't forget.
There's the bell for round 6. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Tried to score with a jab. Holding nothing back here in the round. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The stamina is off the charts. A perfect counter lands. Nice counter shot. No rest for the weary. Beautiful counter punch. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty... There's the bell for round 7. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now.
shot, and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
They got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
It's that ever hope. Remember the fighter Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Talk about Tarver in that last round. There's the bell to start round 8. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very surprised.
There's a counter shot. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? That counter shot lands. They block the left there. Lincoln, you miss a good thing we can watch that all over again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that... Are you all right?
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.